For one day, we'll stop talking about drama and actually talk about the game itself because I think it's important we deal with the elephant in the room. Hello degenerates and welcome back to Loot and Waifus. I'm Sefi and today we'll talk about the biggest gameplay issue Nikke has right now, which is the wall that all free-to-play players and small spenders will face at level 160. Before we start the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to help me grow the channel. Also, a question for all of you, leaving the obvious aside, what do you think are the biggest issues gameplay related with Nikke right now? So, level 160 aside, there are two major things hindering progression also right now. The first one, I think we've talked about it a lot of times and you all know it, but it's mods. High quality mods are bad, mid quality mods, I don't care about them. I think actually they are decent. And then we have the tower mods, which we'll talk about them in a second. So first, mid quality mods, they have a 20% chance, which is good. And then an SR 80% chance. I think this is good because again, it's an SR mod, no problem with that. The issue comes with SSR high quality mods because if you go to probability, you have a 60% chance of getting an SSR character and a 40% chance of getting an SR character. This is a fucking scam, there is no other way around it. In the CBTs and previously it was 100% and it was leaked that they reduces the change to make progression slower, which sucks a lot honestly. Now let's get into tower mods. So if you don't know, there is 4 towers, one for each faction, and each tower has 150 levels, meaning if you complete the tower, you get 3 of these mods full. Now, let's get into probability for a second, because this is even worse. You have a 50% chance of an SSR, 30% chance of an SR, and then you have a 20% chance of getting an air character. This is an insult to the tower mode, and it's just honestly a spit in the face to players in my opinion. And even some more with a pilgrim tower. Imagine you have 3 pilgrims and that somehow you can't clear the tower and then you get 3 air characters. That should be so fucking funny honestly. Sad and funny, but yeah. So that's the first issue. Let's get into the second issue. It's the rewards for clearing the story. So if you go here to the info and you go to not this any of this, not challenge, not weeklies and dailies, to the main, this is what you get for clearing chapters. Now I am on chapter 13. Every 3 fights or 4 you'll get one of these missions complete. What do you get? 10 gems. Also 10k credits. 10k credits is nothing. So if you go to the shop, let's see if I have anything with credits. Yeah, 650k, and they give you 10k and 10 gems. So if you complete the whole chapter 13, you will not get a single pull. You will get a pull on the challenge for completing the chapter 13. That's it. But with this, you will not get a pull. Again, I think this had way better rewards before and they just removed the 0 or some bullshit, because I just cannot imagine how they are planning to get free-to-play players to level 160 without spending and without getting lucky. For example, in my case, I got Privacy with 3 dupes, good, and then I got Litter, Dola, and Maxwell with 2 dupes. I got pretty lucky. But still, there is way too many SSR characters for you to be able to get 5 characters with 3 dupes and the original version, so you need to get at least a character 4 times. And that's just honestly disgusting in terms of how many months you'll have to wait until you reach that point. You will not be able to complete the story, you will not be able to progress if they decide to put out more chapters, you will not be able to do anything basically. Now, let's get into the 160 wall for a second. Like I was saying before, the biggest issue Nikke right now is facing is the level 160 cap. It's absurd the amount of time you'll have to wait. Again, you need 20 SSR units and 15 of them need to be duplicates. Not only that, but duplicates also of those specific characters. If I get a novel dupe, it doesn't count. A Guillotine, a Yuha, a Laplace, because I cannot get her anymore. Well, we'll get her on New Year, but again, a Diesel, I don't care who it is. You need to get 20 fucking SSR characters. And let's be honest, most free-to-play players will never get there. We will get there, but it's going to be months and months down the road. This is going to be around, people were saying 3,000 pulls, but it's not. It's around half of that more or less, if you are lucky, because again, this is RNG. So around 1,500 pulls in order for you to get 3 LB3 characters. Now, for you to get 1500 pulls as a free-to-play player, good luck. And even if you're a small spender, good luck. Now, the reason I'm making this video is not because we are not aware of this. I think most people are aware of these walls on 121, 141, and then 160. The problem is we don't have any communications from the developer. I don't care who it is. If it's Shift Up, if it's Level Infinite, we don't have any communication from them telling us any information, anything useful about how we are going to deal with this or how they are planning to help free-to-play players. So again, I think it's important, other than talking about the books, about the drama, about the censorship, that we talk about the game itself, because if it gets fixed, if we get improvements, the game gets better, we still have a lot of things to talk about that needs to be addressed by the developer or by anyone. Before you leave, don't forget that if you want to play fun games on your computer, you can do it by downloading LD Player. You have an affiliate link in the description below if you want to help me out. And that's everything for today. I hope the video was useful. See you in the next one.